Hi, it's David Pylon of Pylon Arts and Entertainment. Here I'm going to do some more self-help style videos. So once I do have some products to review, I'll go ahead and do some more product reviews. I haven't done any for a long time. Those are the videos that I looked at and got I got the most views. Like I got some hundreds of views on some of them now on basic things, people just looking up like workout products and vitamins and stuff like that, men's health products. Basically just I haven't had any new ones to try. So I had no more product discussions to do for now. Like I said, once I do, I'll do some more of those. But I just wanted to go ahead and try to knock out as many kind of like self-help discussion tutorials, whatever you want to call them, as I can while I'm thinking about them, since I have been absent for a while. And I started back up and I was looking through my videos thinking, you know, I thought I'd done a lot of these, but I guess I planned videos that I just got disparaged, and I never did. So I'm going to catch up on trying to do those. So this one I'm going to do talking about a career assessment tool. Like I said, I thought I talked about this already, but maybe I didn't. But it's one that helped me before in the past, trying to figure out kind of like what kinds of career paths to look at and stuff like that. So I drew it up here, two different versions of you to show as examples. It's not drawn very well, so you have to forgive me for that. But I'll show you here the first one, and you'll see what I'm talking about here. So if it can show up on the camera, it says career assessment tool. It's not showing up very clearly because I wrote it in pencil. So I drew the box a little bit too small. It doesn't take much of the picture up here. But basically you have along one axis you have skills, and you have along the other axis you have your interests. So then you have four boxes. You have basically one side that says I'm good at or I'm not good at, those are your skills, and then you have another one that says you like or you don't like, and those are your interests. So those are kind of like positive and negative, and that's why it breaks down into four boxes, the overlapping ones. So we have the I like and I'm good at, those are your career goals. That's what you should be trying to strive for, finding a job that fits somewhere in there where your interests and your skills overlap. The things that you enjoy but you're not very good at, those are more just like hobbies and interests. You can turn those into jobs and careers. Basically just have to practice and work at it and dedicate yourself to it. Like pick one and go from there. The things that you are good at that you can do that you don't really like, those are just kind of like jobs. It's just something temporary. It's your quote-unquote day job, something while you work on pursuing your goals here, or improving on your hobbies to make them into. Sorry, I'm looking at myself here in the video, and it's messing with me because it's a mirror image. And the ones here that you're both not good at and that you don't like doing, I just wrote avoid. Like try to stay away from those because they're not gonna work out for you well if you're trying to do jobs that you both suck at and hate. That's basically just like a last resort when you just kind of like take whatever you can because there and you need the money. Which I've done that tons of times, unfortunately. And you'll find out for this next one because I wrote down for myself to give an example. If you're not really interested in hearing about like my own experiences and skills and interests and things here, you can either just like skip ahead or fast forward to get to the parts that are relevant. So I made a different drawing here, and this is basically, it's going to end up looking something more like this when you actually do it yourself, except my handwriting is really small and my box drawing skills aren't that good here. But I just wrote like an S at the top for skills, and an I, where is it, on the side for over there, you can barely make it out, for interest, I for interest, and put like plus and minuses for you know, good, not good. Basically I'm good at this, I'm not good at this, I like this, I don't like it. And then I broke down the four boxes and I wrote into each of them different skill sets, because I basically already did this exercise before, and I've changed somewhat over the past several years. I've added or removed some things I thought I would like doing or I wouldn't like doing, and I've gained knowledge and skill. So I've improved upon what I already had, but most of what I already had is still there. Most of the things that I was kind of like, yeah, I like doing this type of thing, is still the same. So there has been some change over the past several years, but the majority of it still stayed. Here are the things that I know I like or I don't like, or that I'm good at or I'm not good at. And I just basically kind of expanded and improved upon that, and tried lots of different jobs and lots of different fields, and learned new things and about myself and about what I am or am not capable of, and what I do or don't like, and then just kind of like refined it based on that. So over here in the career goals section, where I both have an interest and a skill, I broke them down into different skill sets, like I was saying, and that might end up happening to you. Another way to do this that I recommend is that if you don't want to just like put it in the box, you want to kind of like do like some lists. Grab a different piece of paper and just write I am good at, and then just go down the list. Write every single thing you're good at. I am not good at. Write the things you're not good at. Write I like doing, I don't like doing. Write them each out as separate kind of like headlines. Write every single one out, and then see where the overlaps are, and then place them on the box based on that. But generally, you'll find that you have different skill sets in which it correlates to certain fields. Like, you'll have certain fields of interest or of skills that you've developed or acquired over your life. So for me, my first one here, I put down reading, writing, proofreading, editing, and revising. So that would be my first skill set, which that's all very clearly associated to writer, editor, and publisher jobs. And so I wrote that out to the side. That's what I was saying. I kind of messed up on my drawing here. Is that when you actually do it, you're supposed to have a little bit of room, so that once you put stuff in your boxes, and you might end up needing a bigger piece of paper than this. I don't know, based on how much you fill in and how big your handwriting is. You'll actually come over to the side and start writing around it. Here are the different things that I could do or that I want to do for jobs, and start kind of brainstorming based on that. And like I said, you can also just like list that out on a separate piece of paper. So my first major field here is writer, editor, and or publisher, based on that set of skill sets and interests. And then the second one I wrote down is, I put in quotations, domestic labor, cleaning, cooking, doing laundry, dishes, gardening, pet care, etc. So there's two different kinds of career fields for that. There's being a homemaker, being like a quote unquote stay-at-home dad, house husband. Would be something I'd be interested in doing. Like I enjoy and like doing those things. And the other one is home and family care, like housekeeping. So any type of like housekeeping type job, like maid, butler, nanny, being a housekeeper, anything like that is basically within the field of things I could do that I would enjoy doing. Where I like doing home chores. More than like working in an office type of thing. Third one here is brand new to me. It's just something I recently stumbled on by accident while I was doing podcasting. I was doing a true crime and paranormal podcast. I found out that I'm really, really good at doing like quote unquote amateur sleuthing and detective work and like undercover work and just like doing investigations and finding out things. So I said PI, private investigator, or combined with my writing skills, investigative journalist. So those are new career field options of things I could do with my life that I think I'd be good at and I would also enjoy doing, because I really like it. Falls in with a lot of my academia background that I like doing research, and I'm just good at it. And I know how to find information and compile it and look for connections between pieces of evidence. Basically, that's I had a background in both literature and psychology, and so a lot of that same kind of groundwork there applies. That I'm basically just looking for information and for connections between those pieces of information. And so the fourth one here I wrote down. This is less so for me now than it was in the past. And like I said, you can go through some changes in your life and make decisions. But I am an ordained minister. Many people don't know about me. And I am really big into religious studies. It's like one of my favorite hobbies or pastimes. And I'm good at ancient languages. Like I self-taught myself some biblical Greek and Hebrew just so I could go back and like read scriptures as close to the original language as we can get copies of them for like lay people, I guess. So I put down like a religious scholar or like a minister, something along those lines would be another possible route I could go with my life. And so those four areas are all the things I'm good at and the things I'm interested in, both simultaneously. That would be career goals. And so for you, that's basically based on where you see those overlapping areas for you. So the other side here, we'll go to the hobbies, which is basically the things that you're just not very good at, but you do like doing, you enjoy. And I've got like four major areas that I wrote down here also. Fine arts, basically anything, drawing, painting, anything like that. I wrote down artist to the side. I enjoy doing all of those. I'm not very good at them. If I wanted to pursue that as a career, if I wanted to combine some of my skills here, like writing and art, and become like a comic strip writer, artist, comic book creator, something like that, it's something I thought about as a kid. Then basically I just have to get better at that and practice and dedicate myself to, okay, I'm going to do this thing. Performing arts, stand-up comedy, acting, singing, etc. Basically, I love a stage. I love just being put, in front of people. I'm not the best at it. I have gotten better over time, but I would need like more practice to get to that professional level. But again, that'd have to be something where I go, okay, I'm passionate about this thing, as opposed to just I just kind of like doing it. It's just a hobby. It's an interest. It's something I do for fun because I'm relatively good at it, and I just like being in front of people and getting up and showing them that I am creative and I have multiple talents that I can do. Politics, I'm very passionate about politics. I'm not a good politician. I learned that the hard way. I ran for office and it did not go well. Mixology, making mixed drinks. So this is another more recent one that I said. Basically one day I was like, I want to learn how to make mixed drinks and cocktails, and so I self-taught myself in that, and found I'm really good at it, and I have like a kind of like natural taste for being able to get proportions on drinks and have them taste good. I would not make a good bartender, so I wrote out to the side bartender. That's just not up my alley. But it's something I could potentially do if I decide, I really want to go be a bartender because I'm good at it. I know how to make all the different drinks. Then I could go do that. So the next area we'll go to here is the you're good at it but you don't enjoy it, which is kind of just like jobs. Like that's your day job type of thing. So again, I know you can't really read my handwriting there. I apologize for that. So it says data entry, phone operator, IT. I've got skills all over the place. I've got so many different certifications and qualifications just because I've taken every job that's been available that would hire me, and I found out I'm just generally good at learning things. Like I can learn a new skill pretty quickly depending on what it is. And so I've acquired those abilities, but I've kind of hated like every single job I've been at professionally. Like the things that keep me paid and keep me fed, I'm just like, I really don't want to do this. I want to be doing something else. So data entry, phone operations, IT, advertising, cataloging, inventory, Doing asset protection and security, I've done a couple jobs in that. Doing taxes, teaching, tutoring or training, doing various office and clerical work. So really, I belong like more in an office environment as far as things I could do for a job that I would be good at, but I wouldn't necessarily enjoy. That's more kind of like, I don't know, down here to the side, government work, Social Security Administration, IRS, the DMV, etc. Being a receptionist or secretary. I've never done that, but based on all my skills and qualifications, I think it's something I could do that I'd be very good at. Because basically all of my abilities break down into, okay, I can answer the phone, I can keep an orderly file cabinet, etc. Librarian, again, I've never done, but I could do. If I could get hired as one, I could easily learn how to do that because I have all the relevant skill sets. Tax preparation, I've done. Night watchman, security guard, I haven't done, but I could do. Because I've done similar and related jobs. Being a teacher, again, I've not done that, but I could do that. So there's actually a lot of jobs based on my abilities that I could do, but I've just never been hired for, and they look at it and they go, oh, you don't have any previous experience, we don't want to hire you. But I have all the relevant skills and training. But basically everything I listed here under this section is jobs I have done. I've done each of those individual jobs, and I gained the skills and qualifications relevant to doing that job, which can be applied to those other career paths. And over in the, I call it just like an avoid section, I wrote down everything I'm not good at and that I don't like doing. Like I both suck at and I hate doing them. If I can get the right slide in there. Okay, so you can kind of see that. So I wrote down here, STEM, science, technology, engineering, mathematics. My brain just doesn't work that way. I forget which one's the left brain or the right brain because my brain doesn't work that way, but I've got the other one. I've got the creative, artsy side. Customer service, I wrote down cash register, so being like a cashier. I suck at those things, so I'm not good in retail, restaurant work. I don't like it. Manual and physical labor, and trades and crafts. So like anything working with my hands, not gonna do a good job there. Not gonna enjoy it. So anything like factory work, construction, electrician, plumber, etc. Jobs that aren't for me, that I'm not physically and mentally cut out for. So yeah, that's my list. You'll produce your own based on whatever yours are. You can probably kind of see some of my personal problems there with finding jobs and careers is that I have like a lot of like dream jobs, kind of like living a certain lifestyle up here in my what my goals are, where I want to be, just like being someone who writes, who lives at home and takes care of a family, who might also solve crimes, and maybe I go preach a sermon on Sundays or something, whichever day my church decides to do, versus like over in the area where it's like I'm not good at and don't want to do, can't do, is like jobs that hire, that pay well, like very kind of like male-dominated career fields here, being in like physical labor and the sciences and stuff like that. And then all these kind of like officey jobs, like I said, I haven't done, but I could do, but I just don't have the work experience. And there's all these kind of like artsy dream jobs over here on the other side again that I would enjoy doing, but again, they're more, you'd have to be really good at them in order to succeed. So it's like I have the section of like what I want to do is really hard to find labor here, and the section of like what I don't want to do and what I'm not good at is where the jobs are hiring and where they pay you money to work for somebody. And I'm just kind of like, yeah, I don't want to do that because I'm not good at it and don't like it. Doesn't work out well fiscally as far as that's concerned. But now, hopefully this tool is helpful to you as far as doing a self-assessment for your personal career. Like I said, mine is pretty much not entirely static, but it is for a certain extent. I just haven't been able to get into the career paths and lifestyle that I'm trying to lead. I'm still working on trying to figure out how to do that and make money and afford living doing that. That's all for today's video. I know I rambled on there for a little bit and went on a little long here, but hopefully you enjoyed it and got something out of it. Thanks for watching, and as soon as I get something else here, like I said, I'm just kind of going through all the things that I thought I was going to do and I skipped over. As soon as I remember another one here, I'll come back and do another video.